Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. This is Jeff with the Tattooed Spirit, and I have an unboxing. I haven't done an unboxing in a long time. This, I'm planning to be a thorough unboxing of the CED Tarot. If anyone's in and around the Southern California area, they're familiar with the Green Man store in North Hollywood. And I'm assuming it's the proprietor of the store. His name is Griffin Ked, is the best of my understanding how to pronounce a last name. It's CED, and he's been around forever. I mean, his history. I'm actually going to link the website for his store below. But this is the box of the Ked Tarot, and I want to read the back, and I want to read a bit of a disclaimer on the side, just so you can be aware of kind of what we're getting into. All right, but it reads something like this. The CED Tarot is the result of two Gnostic transmission sessions mediating the traditional craft cosmology of the CED stream into concept sketches aligned with the history and classic imagery of traditional tarot. Over 10 years, these sketches were enfleshed into 81 provocative works of art. 81. I'm always intrigued because I always expect 78, so I'm always curious to see what those bonus ones are. So we'll find out what those are together. The core images present an illuminating dialogue between the source streams of traditional craft and traditional tarot, so blending like the Wicca witch thing and the tarot systems, thus landing a new depth of perspective to both sources. This initiate legacy-based deck will delight practitioners looking for a no-nonsense, expressive tarot deck that carries keys into the underlying spirit of life and fate. People of all walks of life, both experienced and new to tarot, have found this deck insightful and easy to connect with. Now, this is the disclaimer. I got this as a gift from my wife last night because she goes over there and visits and inquires about some things, takes a class, and just enjoys the company of the people around there. And I got it last night, and I started to open it. You can see I was so excited, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do it with you guys tomorrow. So here we are. I'm so glad that I'm here. But if you see this, it's only because I was just itching to get into it last night. But this is the content note, and I love whenever you guys do this. Not that anyone really cares. I can't imagine a lot of people care about, if there's, nudity in here, but let me I just thought it was kind of cool that it was on the box. So let me read you the wording about that, okay? The content note. This deck contains adult imagery and content such as nudity, sex, and confrontational situations of abuse and violence, including disturbing imagery of sexual violence. Discretion is advised. So, if those sort of things are a sensitivity to you, know that you might want to just hit stop to this video or just listen, because I'm not sure what kind of commentary I'll be able to add to this, but we're about to find out. So, it looks like traditional size, all right, which is really kind of cool. What I consider traditional size, this is the front of the box. This is going to be the moon card that we're going to eventually get to, and then there's nothing on the top and bottom, and yeah, there you go, the CED Tarot. All right, actually that comes in backwards, I think. I'm not sure if that's going to reverse or not. I can never tell, actually, whenever I do this video, what's going to come in reverse. But okay, now I can finally finish what I started. The box is typical weight, which is fine by me. It has that nice, handy-dandy extra flap there, which is easy to grab. I just kind of like that. So that's really kind of cool. And you got the little pinchy pinches right there, right on the box. And let's find out what we can find out inside. Oh, look at the backs already. Now that stands out as completely and utterly and totally different. I like that. I wonder if it's going to be in order. I guess we're going to find out. Okay, so we have the title card. Conceived and designed by Griffin Ked, illustrated by Arnett Taylor III, and colored by Dean Cameron. October 2016. And it has symbols on the corners. Oh, perhaps. All right, well, these are just flowers, and I'm sure the colors mean something. All right. And you know what? There's no book to it. So maybe it'll be self-explanatory, kind of like an iPhone. You just kind of figure it out. No, here we go right there. Here we go. Look at that. Here are the symbols. Here are the symbols on the corners. They're just special symbols. So I cut it right there. See, there's one right there. There's one right there. The different colors. And I'll just give you an idea of the legend. This is actually really kind of interesting now. You don't need a book, but the more you understand about the symbols, can you see that? I don't think it's going to focus unless I'm kind of out of the way. But the idea is that there's the rose mother, the rose heights, rose center, rose depth, rose horizon, center. I'm going to read all these. I'm just going to make a thorough unboxing of this. So feel free to fast forward until I start pulling up the cards. But I'm already very, very intrigued with this. There's center, and for those of you studying the witchcraft, probably a lot of these words will be very, very familiar to you. They're very, very new to me. So I'm just going to read. You have an idea of what all this sort of symbology is sort of hidden in here. So let's find out what the hell is going on here. Center, circumference, broom, hex style, stang, crossroads, left hand, right hand, compass point, inspiration, initiation, heroes games. I think that says games or gamos. There's the different moon phases, which I've been meaning to get into the moon phases, the moon, the language of the moon. There's symbols for waning, dark, waxing, and full, which actually is going to be able to help me with my pagan underworlds bonus cards of the moon phases. That's going to be able to help me with that. And then it has all the astrological symbols of Sun, Mercury, the moon, Venus, all the way down, so on and so forth, all the way down that side. Yeah, so that's the whole entire half. That's the entire half of that. That's that whole half right there. And at the very end, we have cardinal, fixed, immutable, whatever the hell those things are. All right, okay, well, that's that. So we got the title card, and they feel good. They're not too thick, not too thin. I kind of wish they were a little bit grainy, but that's all right. That's cool. There's a content note. Okay, so this is again going on with adult imagery. In the companion book to the CED Tarot, scheduled to be released at the beginning of 2017. Okay, so there is a book that I will have to look for now because I'm already very intrigued. We offer this advisory out of respect for those with sensitivity to these subjects so that they may approach the material forewarned. Okay, well, who knows what we're getting into? Who knows what we're getting into? That was sort of... the content, like an expanded content note of what's on the side of the box. The cosmology of the CED Tarot is based on a compass of artists and winds, a system based on the winds of creation, wind being pneuma, the breath of spirit, as it expresses vibrational states of being. Well, I'm kind of down with the vibrational states of being, that's for sure. The deck is divided into three main cosmological groupings: the directional powers of Earth, the stars of fate, and the moon, mother of the tides of change. See, I don't hear anything about like major and minor arcana. Who the hell knows what we're getting into? At the crossroads center of the compass, three additional... Okay, here we go. Here's where the three additional cards are. At the crossroads center of the compass, three additional CED cards constitute an additional sixth suit. The Hearthstone, Fount, and Rose, in simplest terms, represent the Heil, or the flesh, the soul, and the all or one. Oh, see, that's what I'm all about now. The all is the one is the all. I'm all about that. At the center, hung upon the crossroads axis mundi, we also find the Fool as the crowning spirit. That's all I'm going to read about that. Here we go. Here's about the major arcana, guys. The major arcana, together with the aces, are directionally aligned with the draconic powers of creation and destruction, the seasons, and the ley lines of Earth. Each directional quality is expressed in these cards, functioning as the dolmen arc trinity of left and right pillars plus a lintel. Oh my God, this sounds so frickin' deep. Oh. Pip cards are aligned with the deacons of the astrological houses as the star language of Dame. Fate, these cards encircle us as the bones of heaven. The horizon line that both divides and joins heaven to earth is expressed through the world card. That's one of my favorite cards anyway, so we're going to be taking a good look at the world card. Maybe read this again when we get there. Finally, the minor arcana court cards are aligned with the various phases of the moon. Fascinating. They present qualities of transitional influence and primal forces of change impacting other cards within a spread. Well, I mean, we know that the court cards influence those around it. So to align with the court cards with the moon, how that's going to affect the other cards around it, whew, here we go. Well, here we go. Okay, this is not the backing of the cards. You've got to wait for that. This is just the backing of these sort of introductory cards. All right. These are just the backing of the introductory cards, which is actually kind of nice because if you stick it in the same box and you pull them out, you kind of want to be able to find them straight away. So that's actually a really good idea. This is a complete, I don't know what the heck this is yet. So here's the content cards. This is just, again, another back, same just like the content card, but it's completely back. It's completely black. It's like little sketchy sketch black. I don't know, man. I don't know why I kind of like that. That'd be kind of cool if that was the actual backing. I don't know what the hell that card is about. There's no numbers on there. It just could be a cool design piece. Who knows? And then here we go with the actual deck. Oh, you know what? I had them upside down. So they are. That is the backing. That's the backing of the deck. See, we're learning together, guys. We're learning together. That is the backing of the deck. Now, because I am so unfamiliar with it, I don't even know where to start. Do you start from there, or do you start from there? Let me take a quick look to make sure that we're doing okay. Wow. Guys, I've never seen anything like this, and I've been watching a lot of unboxings. Oh my God, this doesn't in any way resent. Oh, I can't wait to show this. What in the hell is all this stuff? The justice is crazy. All right, I'm just being selfish here, guys, and I realize this. I'm sorry. Fortitude. No, that's number 11. Okay, so here we go. 0, 0. Well, you know what? We're going to be learning together a little bit. I'm definitely going to be taking a class on how this Griffin guy works with his deck because it looks crazy deep, man. I'm just going to start from the printed side and just kind of see where it goes. All right, and if we turn out that I started backwards, then that's just the way that it's. Then that's just the way it's going to be. That's just the way it's going to be. All right, here we go. So this is just rows. It appears that is the first card. There's a bit of a bullseye up there, target, and if I wanted to, you know what, hell, you know what, it's my video. I'll do whatever the hell I want, guys. It's my video. This is just called the center. This particular rows, I'd say the printing's a little too small, which is a little bit unfortunate. That symbol up there just says center. All right. Can't wait to find out what that means. This particular symbol, this is called the hearthstone. This is probably what that guy was talking about in that being the extra card. This is called the hearthstone. And that symbol is called, I think that's the hex style. The hex style. That's an extra bonus card. This symbol here, well, it looks like a broom, and that's exactly what it is. It's called the broom. And this card is the fount. Oh, it's like a fountain. Really cool imagery. This symbol is like a broom reversed. This is now called a stang. S-T-A-N-G. A stang. Kind of like the Fool, I'd say. I mean, you know, he's kind of traveling off there with this creature like a bear sort of pulling down his drawers like that. Yeah, he got his little cheeks hanging out there. He's got his little bum cheeks hanging out there. Like that, that Coppertone ad with that dog pulling down that little girl's swimming trunks. This is called the juggler. And this is called the left hand symbol up there. That's called the left hand symbol. This is the juggler. The dude standing in a pentacle on the ground. Juggling. What's he juggling? Kind of looks like chess pieces. I'm going to have to really get into that, man. But there's skulls hanging everywhere, so I automatically love that. This is Holy Mother. This is right hand. This is Holy Mother. This is right hand. The juggler was left hand. So we're kind of getting a system a little bit here. This is right hand is the Holy Mother. Yeah, the Holy Mother. Here we have Imperatrix. Imperatrix. And again, this is another right hand. Imperatrix. Got a woman on a dead lion, a lion like a rug. Imperatrix. And this is the Imperator, more like a devil sort of card. Have you guys seen anything like this in your lives? I haven't. Kind of like the devil card. I think we're going to get to a devil type of card in the majors, but you know, the guy certainly is happy to be there. There we go. Here we have Holy Father. Let's compare the Holy Father to the Holy Mother. The Holy Mother, again, is that. The Holy Father is right like that. Again, it's a bit disturbing, man. There's no question. That dude is slain on that slab. And blood running out everywhere. It's a good thing they put that thing on the box. This really would offend some people. Here we got a bunch of naked people running through. And here we go. Here's where the numbers start, all right? Here's where the numbers start. Actually, no, the numbers already started, so we're just going to catch up here. This is 6, all right? And this is love. Kind of like the lovers. So we're going to see if we're going to... Okay, good. Now 7 here is the Chariot. All right. So we kind of started into it now. I didn't even realize it. The Chariot is 7. So we're kind of back on track. That's the Chariot. It's wild, man. It's wild. Okay, here's 8. 8. Okay, so they put the Justice. It's the card that I saw, just sort of paging through. They put Justice as the 8th card. Never a fan of that, but considering this is so completely out there, why the hell not? 9 is called Old Man. Here you go. Here's your Hermit card. Here's your Hermit card. Simon, if you catch this. Here's your Hermit card. And again, all the symbols up there, this is right hand. No, this is left hand. Yeah, that's left hand. So in a reading, that's going to be able to speak to you with the ways that it does. Yeah, I mean, clearly with the Hermit imagery. Definitely, you better believe this must have taken years to get down, man. No question. Fate, obviously we're talking about the Wheel of Fortune right there. This is a right hand card. Can't wait to find out what the hell that's all about. Okay. We can agree that we can kind of see where we're going with this. 11, Fortitude. Here you go. Here you go with the Strength. Woman, the Lion. Is there any blood in this one? I don't see any blood. I see fire. I see a chalice. 2 pillars. A woman breaking through, away from the pillars. All right. I've never seen anything like this. This is called the Traitor. Obviously, we're dealing with the Hanged Man here. It's called the Traitor. What a completely foreign take to the Hanged Man. Not only the label of traitor, but you know, this is one of those cards where the person's tortured by hanging upside down, which is never a fan of mine. I've always taken to the square that the Hanged Man is very much at peace where he is, especially whenever you consider it hanging above the Sun card in the grid that I love so much. But that's the Traitor. That's their Hanged Man. Death is always an interesting card. Death is a woman with a skull on the ground. See, you can kind of catch it. That's the 13th. This is a left-hand card, whatever the hell that is. I'm really excited about that. And then over here, I didn't even get into. These are these are just the Northwest. I mean, Northwest. Once you put some imagining in that, and then we have a female symbol down there. Clearly, we have why the death is considered a female with that. Temperance card. Temperance card. Okay, you can kind of get the idea of a temperance card in this. A bit of balance. The colors must mean everything. I'm excited to get the guide. This just looks like a study in and of itself. You're stepping on a dragon rather than on the ground, and then you're not so much relying on the waters to steady and support yourself. Here we go with the devil. The devil cards are always interesting. All right. Here we go. That's right. It's a lot of naked in here. It's a lot of naked and hanging scrotums. There you go. Tower cards are always interesting. We got lightning bolts coming from all over the place. Something's underneath that tower that got uncovered by the blast. They're rolling away. Look at that dude. He's not having a good day right there. All right. The star card remains to be interesting. Well, I was going to say beautiful, but then you see, the wand and the torch falling, and that which is coming out of the cup. What? Man, deep. This is the moon card that was on the cover. That's the moon card that was on the cover. A big cauldron, I guess you'd call that, a cauldron. And they got the wolves there, the wolf and the dog, I guess, in the pillar imagery. And then a character in the moon. With the teardrops coming from the moon. Or the drops coming from the moon. Everyone has a different thing for it. That's not mine. Here we go, the sun card. Everyone wants to see the sun card. Sun cards are usually on the boxes because they're so cool, but I kind of dig that little circle of people around there, whatever the hell's happening there. Clearly something with the sun. The 20th card, Judgment. Look, here's the call. Here's a different kind of call. I bet you guys have never seen a call like that from a horse, and then you get the symbology of the rising up. All right. And then here's the world. Okay, so if you like creepy babies in the sun card, there's a creepy baby for the world card. You know straight away it's going to be the world card, man. It's just straight away. The snake being the wisdom, and they're wrapped around there. I don't know what that symbol is there on the belly. Is it in here? No, I don't see it. It could be, though. I'm looking kind of quick. But that's the world card. And I would love to think that it was beautiful, but I must say it's not. But it is saying a lot. All right. This is the CED Tarot, if you're just tuning in now. So here we go. Here's the Two of Blades. Pretty straightforward. Two of Blades. We're dealing with new symbols up there now. No. And this is the cardinal, is that symbol. That symbol's cardinal. As opposed to fixed and mutable. This is a cardinal card. Oof. I'm excited to find out what that is. Here's another big one right here. This is the fixed. This is the fixed. This is a 3. This is the 3 of Blades. Here we go, the 4 of Blades. Here's a naked dude. Here's a naked guy. Looks like he's dancing on a grave. And those don't look like swords, do they? I guess they do. Oh, they're balancing. All right, they're balancing plates. He's got that little dance thing on, the 4 of swords. It's a completely different take than the rested RWS knight. Completely different. The knight's not nude. He's got a goatee like me. All right, what do we got here? The 5 of Blades. Got like a graffiti artist, a homeless person crawling out of a box to write some bunch of magical symbols on the side of the typical, I would say, 5 of Pentacle card, 5 of Coin card. That kind of has that sort of look to it. Here we go with the 6 of Blades. We have a naked lady. Gentlemen, I present you the 6 of Blades. She's sleeping, so at least she's not tortured to death. An interesting pattern of the blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The skull being on the one down. Crazy, man. This is the 7 of Blades. Oh, okay. You know what? I did kind of imagine this as it would be the 7. Interesting the way he's standing, right? Kind of like traditional hanged man. I might have to check the similarities between this 7 of swords and the Hanged Man in the RWS, see if they have any similarities, or actually here. Okay, here we go. The 8 of blades. It's like a family, man. You're inside. And again, with that symbol right there, we covered this before, but that is a cardinal. That's not fixed and it's not mutable. It's cardinal. It's a cardinal card. All right. Here we go. Here we get into, okay, this is a fixed. This is a 9 of swords, a 9 of blades. It is some different stuff here, guys. There's a lot of church imagery there. A lot of structures with the stained glass. All right. Here we go. The 10 of blades. Not looking good. Not looking good in this scene, man. Not so much. Not so much. This is a mutable card. Whatever in the world a mutable card means. I'm going to be going to a class that this Griffin's having, just to sort of hear what he's saying about how he interprets, because he does old school, man. He does old school stuff. And then we have with the ace. So we end with the ace, which in a way I kind of like. I like the idea that it's not 10 is the ending. You know, put 10 together, it's 1, and then here you go with the ace. There's kind of a lot going on in there. A lot of snake imagery, a lot of serpent imagery. This serpent here has ram's horns on it. Kind of traditional demonic stuff in there. And I would say disturbing. I would absolutely say that a lot of these images are disturbing. I just would. All right, so here is the J of blades. Here's the K, and then the M and the Q. So maybe we can discover this together. The J, I don't know, kind of might be, well, he's on a horse, so you'd imagine he'd be the knight. But with this CED deck, who knows? All right, that's the first court card. And he's damaged, man. He got a cover in his eye. I'm assuming, yeah, this would be the king by the imagery. That's the king. One big, 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 big sword up there. All right. And then the M, I would assume, would be the mother or the queen. Oh, no, it can't be the queen. There's a Q coming. Whatever you think M might be, we're going to find out. I don't know. Nudity. She's pointing to her breast. Here's Q. This would have to be the queen, right? Yes, her throne is back there. So this is the queen. I'm not sure what M. It must be the page. M stands for the page, however it means that means. Not exactly. I mean, you know, I love the queens. I love the queens. I'm going to do a video, I think, just on talking about the queens. We're getting into the coins. Oh, I like that they call them the coins. I call them the coins just by default. The coin suit is cool. And you kind of get the imagery of the, you kind of get up by that character there. So certainly not influenced by the RWS, but you can kind of see, you know, if you look really, really hard, kind of where, you know, there might be a flavor of the RWS. Here's the 3 of coins. And you know what? They're not very obvious. But I've noticed in all this, which is kind of why it's going to see, look, in the 2 of coins, the 2 coins are represented up there in that doorway. And here the 3 of coins are on the frame of that mirror, or mirror, as some of you guys pronounce it. I pronounce it mirror. How do you pronounce it? 4 of coins. There we go. So this is almost like the that horse, the Trojan horse. And again, the coins are sort of hidden or used within the imagery, not standing out at all. They're the wheels, obviously, of the Trojan horse. And we get the astrological stuff down here. And so the 4 is on the reverse corners. So just kind of have an idea whenever it comes in reversed. I can't even imagine digesting this reversed and straight up. There's just so much going on. Here we go. Here's 5. It's almost kind of like Find Waldo. Is find where the coins are. Find where the suits are. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going on? Is this woman wasted? She's flirting with this farmer dude. And there's a basket there, and there's a bowl back there, pulling some farm equipment. do you think? I mean, what do you think, guys? Have you seen anything like this at all? This is like departure. Okay, 6. You got to count to 6, man. Who doesn't like a 6 of coin? There we go. Let's get rid of that glare. Strong guy. It's part of his apron. You see it on his anvil. He's working one on the anvil. He's got one on his headband. And there you go. Here's a 7 of coins. I'm getting into like a beggar and a chain, sort of like a slave situation here. An empty bird cage. How about that for imagery? An empty bird cage. You stick that in any card, it's going to get you deeper. As I look at this card, I just have no familiarity. I can't even get to the RWS from this card. I can't even make the jump. All right, here's an 8 of coins right here. Got a little mama and a baby. 8 of coins are decorating or acting as shields on that. Looks like an ark or a boat. A nice night scene. Man, here we go, 9. 9 of coins. What is that, a centaur? Did I get that right? 9 of coins. How many are on the base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're all on there. He's standing on them. Is it going to focus? That's it right there. All right, 10 of coins. Oof. I'd like to say that this is not a happy family. You got some sort of roller guy at the head. He looks like a bit of an ass. People are just unhappy. A particular person's just having no part of it. Having no part of it. And the coins are all over the entire picture. And then here we go with the ace. Here we go with the ace. Look at the imagery of those snakes or serpents. Here's the ace. There's coins all over that. There's a big one, and then there's ones within it. The CED Tarot, folks. Here's a J. So where are those other court cards? I guess the J must be the page, right? It must be. That looks about right. That's very much kind of, you know, traditional page. Here we go with the king. So, you know, so both decks I went page and then king. Not looking too healthy, but hey man, a king is still a king. Here's the M. Oh, I must have had that backwards. I don't know. Here's the M. There's no horse. Oh, the Q, definitely. The Q. And this is on a horse. You kind of think the queen, but there's no throne in there. Again, it's not supposed to be easy whenever you're picking up something that's so completely different. That's the M. All right, then we get into the cups. Probably my favorite suit of all. Here we go. I mean, the 2 of cups. I mean, come on now. That gives you a feeling like a 2 of cups, right? That gives you a feeling. There's a reason why that little, what the hell are those things called with the water thing? Water wheels? You know, that's a nice 2. I'm going to put that aside. That's actually a nice card. How about the 3 of cups? 3 of cups looks as joy. You could tell this now. RWS fan. Fans of Pixie. You'd know in 3 seconds that was. And it's right on the other side of the same house with that little water wheel. All right. All right. Get a little bit further down the road. We got blood all over a field, man. With the 4 of cups. This is the most unusual deck that I own. There is zero question about that. Where are the 4 cups? I don't see one of them, actually. Nope, they're right there in the foreground, and they're all spilled over. All the cups are down. All the cups are down. The 5 of cups. Okay. On the back of the bed of the sick person. Oh, and you got someone kneeling there. A little sinister with a dagger right behind him, trying to take over the throne. There's death lurking right there. That's a powerful image. You got the real mourners in the back. Then you got this pretend mourner there with the attention. You're drawing your attention because he's in red with a dagger. That's some powerful imagery right there, man. What a crazy, interesting deck. 6 of cups. Oh, sitting in front of a fortune teller. The CED tarot. I know some of you are. That's how I'm introduced to it, is the CED, not CED. It's CED. All right, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. You got a bunch of stuff going on here, man. This is debaucherous. Yeah, man. I'll just let the image speak for itself. What's going on in the background there? There's like a whole bunch. You know what I would like to do is to watch this Griffin guy read with this and just sort of glaze over and just kind of see if you can garner what he's garnering from the cards. You know how like some of us do some readings, we kind of point to a certain aspect of the card, which is how we sort of get the interp for that particular thing. I would really like to see this Griffin guy read with this. He's been around forever. He apparently knows everything about all of this stuff. I'd really like to hang out with him for a while. Eight of Cups is a bit of a lost Little Red Riding Hood sort of an image in Eight of Cups. And I'd be interested to put all the cards that have all the symbols together to sort of see if you couldn't garner some understanding of those. Here's a Nine of Cups, kind of like a Queen Elizabeth kind of look. Half-eaten carcass of a chicken on the ground. There's an artist drawing this queen. It's a queen's garb. What kind of stuff is on the looks like goldfish or koi on the curtains there, and all the cups are up there, or kind of almost hidden in plain sight. And with the Ten of Cups. All right, well then this is probably the second joyous card that we've seen here. There's a Ten of Cups. What I call the maypole, is that it? Where the dancers go around and you string this beautiful, basically a kinetic work of art in formation. Got a couple people making love in a field. Here's an ace. Here's the ace, obviously. I think there's serpents in every ace. Serpents in every ace. There we go. And then we have the the J of Cups. All right. I'm going to make sense out of this. You guys are making sense of it. I'm trying to make commentary and not really doing that. No, this is clearly the K is the king. Right there. Very much like the Nine of Cups, kind of like the table right there. That's interesting. And kind of like the sleeping Four of Swords character down there, also in the black and white, also not colored in. There's a lot going on there. There's a little map thing in the back there. Here's the M. Okay, so this is Queen. The M is clearly not in any way representing a knight there. I mean, there's some stuff going on there. Holy monkey. Oh, that's spinning. Oh, I thought there was some sort of sacrifice. Oh, yeah. She's spinning like a pottery, like a spin thing, like a ghost, spinning that pot thing. I thought she was digging into guts of somebody. Not even close. What's that expression on her face? That's going to tell everything. Okay, well, she's joyously doing that. This must be the Queen of Cups, right? Our precious Queen of Cups. So what is it? M is mother, that must be queen. Or maybe they just divided it into two different things. Maybe this is just like the old queen, man. Here's Q. Here's Q. This is M, which is so much more like the traditional, how she's like so loving her special cup, obviously. And this is kind of like her when she's really old. Maybe it's like that matron young woman type of thing. With the cup now on the mantle of the fireplace. Is that a cat? Yeah, it's a cat. It's a cat stretching. It's a cat stretching on her shoulders. Just did a cat video. Hope you guys saw my cat video. The only cat deck I have. Okay, the staves. The Two of Wands. Okay, we got two guys fighting over two girls. Huh? How completely mundane is that? Dude has like a lion's mane. Three of staves. There you go. The Knights of Knee. 4 of staves, saying goodbye, I believe, in this. No, probably approaching. 4 of wands. All right, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. And 5 of wands. It's kind of like a I don't know, man. I was going to say it's kind of like a party, but there's a bunch of fake fighting. Maybe there's actually people dead down there in the foreground. Ooh. Here we go. This is the 6. It's right there on that donkey's back. There's a 7. I might watch this video and hit pause and kind of just, you know what I mean, just kind of see what I'm seeing. Maybe I'll get something more from it, because right now I'm just trying to stay on pace so I don't spend too much time on one card. Okay, we have the 8 of wands here. Yeah, I'd love to see someone read with this who's fluent and just kind of, man, I would imagine it'd be very much position oriented in this. I could be wrong. I very much left the idea of positions in tarot. I still use them, obviously, but the card streaming thing is much more effective for me and more rewarding for my clients as of late. Here we go with the 10. With the 10. And there's a little symbol of Sagittarius up there. Sagittarius. Yeah, even closer. Yeah. And we got the ace. Yeah, see, big serpents on the aces. The 8 of fire, of the ace of fire. And then we have the page. Man, so different. Definitely will be taking a class before I probably pick these up again, to be honest with you, or get that book, get that guidebook, and just make this the new tarot study. Because I have nothing like this. This is the king getting up, showing the younger generation how to fire that bow. Fire that bow, get it? Staves. There we go. And then here we go with the M and the Q again. And again, we're kind of dealing with, the young. That's the Q. And I guess the M is sort of like the matron, like the, kind of like the matron-y type of thing. Really interesting. Really, really interesting deck. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it's nothing, it's very, very unique to me. And I kind of like this black card here, that mysterious black card. I can't wait to find out what that's all about. I hope you enjoyed the CED Tarot, and check out thegreenman.com in the description below to find out if you want to get into this yourself, because I think this is going to be an ongoing tarot study for me to combine all the things with the astrological symbols and everything. It's going to be great. Hope you guys had a good viewing. Yeah, and I will see you in the next time around. Bye.